Baby, before the world sharpens its knives, before rumors learn our names, before love becomes a crime whispered in hallways, listen to me, not with your ears, but with the place in your chest where you keep your softest hopes. Baby, I'm already married. I say it like a wound learning to speak. I say it like a king removing his crown and finding blood beneath the gold. I say it not to push you away, but because lies rot love from the inside, and I loved you too purely to poison you with silence. I didn't plan to fall. Men like me are taught to stand straight, to inherit duty before desire, to call sacrifice strength, and loneliness honor. I was raised by horizons, by desert mornings that taught me patience, by falcons who never hesitate when they fly, but always return to the wrist they were trained on. I had a life written for me before I learned to write my own name. And then there was you. You didn't arrive loudly. You didn't demand space. You entered the way dawn does. Quiet, inevitable, undoing the night without asking permission. I remember the moment my heart betrayed its training. You smiled, and suddenly all the rules felt like chains pretending to be tradition. You spoke, and my carefully built walls forgot why they were standing. I had been married to responsibility. I had shared vows with expectation, but loving you, that was the first time my soul signed its own name. Baby, you should know this. My marriage is real. It exists in rooms full of witnesses, in photographs framed by history, in hands I promise stability, not fire. It is built on respect, on loyalty, on doing what must be done, even when the heart protests. But what I feel for you, that is something else. That is not learned. That is not inherited. That is not arranged. That is the rebellion. My pulse never planned. You look at me like you don't see the titles, the flags, the weight of a nation stitched into my spine. You look at me like I'm just a man who could be held without expectation. And that terrifies me, because when you touch my name, you don't say it like the world does. You say it like a secret, like a prayer that doesn't ask for permission. Baby, do you know how dangerous that is? To make a man, with everything, realize he has never been free. I walk through palaces that echo with footsteps not my own. I sleep beside a life that fits me perfectly on paper, but never learned my heartbeat. And then there's you, asking nothing, expecting nothing, yet somehow becoming everything. I never allowed myself to want. I am loyal. I am disciplined. I am not a villain in this story, but I am human. And humans fall in love, even when they're not supposed to. I don't come to you with promises. I don't come asking you to wait. I don't come pretending this is simple or fair. I come with truth. Maybe I'm already married, but every time I see you, my heart forgets who it belongs to. I come with a question I'm afraid to ask out loud. Is it worse to stay faithful to vows that never met my soul, or to betray myself by walking away from you? You deserve a love that can stand in daylight, a love that doesn't whisper, a love that doesn't hide behind duty. And yet, here we are, two hearts meeting in the narrow space between what is right and what is real. If you leave, I will understand. If you stay, I will never lie to you. But know this, loving you has already changed me. Even if I never touch your hand again, you will live in the quiet places of my courage. Baby, this is only the beginning. If you want this epic poem to continue, just reply with, continue part 2. Part 2 will go deeper. The struggle, the temptation, the nights, the silence, the honor versus heart. I've got you, baby. My love is not a word. It is a universe learning how to breathe your name. It is the pause before dawn, the hush between heartbeats, the quiet stay whispered by the soul. when the world keeps shouting go. Baby, my love is the way my thoughts wander back to you, no matter how far I try to walk away. It is gravity. It pulls gently, endlessly, until I realize I was never falling. I was coming home. My love is written in invisible ink on the inside of my chest. You cannot see it, but it stains everything I feel. Every laugh carries your echo. Every silence asks for your voice. Every dream saves a place right beside me for you. Baby, my love is patient. It waits through unanswered messages, through long nights and longer doubts. It sits on the edge of time and refuses to give up, even when fear tries to convince it that hoping hurts too much. My love is stubborn. It refuses to leave, even when my pride tells it to run. It stands barefoot in emotional storms and says, if this is where you are, then this is where I'll stay. Baby, my love is soft, but do not mistake it for weak. It bends, it aches, it cries, yet it never breaks. It knows how to forgive before apologies are spoken, how to believe before promises are proven. My love is the way I imagine your smile when the woo